I don't think that's him. I don't think that's him. Not what we're looking for.
One place down, 2 more to go. Where are we headed next?
Let's see if there's a dragon sitting in the front yard of the mansion. Here we are, the mansion. Looks pretty nice.
I have to admit, it looks quite stunning.
Want to take a look inside now?
Wait, there might be exotic animals roaming around the compound. They might alert someone, or worse, attack us. How about we use the drone to scan the area first?
Sounds good to me. I love playing around. I mean, using the drone. Look what we got here. And I think I found Komodo, chilling in his backyard.
What are we waiting for? Let's catch the dragon.
Oh, I didn't know I had guests today.
Officer Marshall from
Officers, welcome. How can I help you?
Mr. Komodo? Officer Marshall and Officer Cordero from Kaminora Highway Patrol.
You only know me by that name? Let me introduce myself. Bobby Scarrett, at your service. Well then, Officer Marshall. Why have you come to my home?
We are arresting you in connection with organized crime. Your role was to hire henchmen and organize armed robberies.
Me? The leader of a gang? I'm a hard-working realtor. I heard about those heists, yes. But tell me, officer, what are you basing these accusations on?
One of the gang members we captured led us right to your doorstep.
Or did they just accuse the next best rich man? I demand to hear something more convincing, officer.
He's got a point there.
Come on, Marshall. You're starting to bore me. Give me some proper evidence, or I'll ask my guards to escort you off of my lawn.
We are accusing you of taking part in the illegal trafficking of animals.
What? These are my pets! Go on. Prove otherwise.
We have information about the illegal trade of a Komodo dragon from Indonesia.
Look around. I never buy one. There's no Komodo dragon here.
Correct, but you sent a trade offer to a contact of ours. He informed us that the buyer wanted to pay in gemstones. We were able to link the IP address of the buyer to your property. Would you like us to check your computer as well?
Fine. You got me there.
Good one. But that won't be enough to take him back to the station house. We have to get more out of him.
You are being charged with participating in a prison break.
Oh, really? Fascinating. And what evidence do you have?
We found a bullet casing at the crime scene from a Mayhem Striker 32.
A Mayhem Striker 32. A very common weapon. A lot of people use it, and so do I. But tell me, how do you know that casing came from mine?
How would you know that a lot of people have such a weapon?
Come on, officer. That's not top secret info. Have you seen the statistics? I even purchased those guns for my own guards.
Not your strongest argument, Marsh.
Come on, Marshall. You're starting to bore me. Give me some proper evidence, or I'll ask my guards to escort you off of my lawn.
Officers, I hope you have good news for me.
Komodo has successfully been arrested and brought back to the station house. Actually, that's Mr. Bobby Scarrett. We found out his real name.
Very good job, officers. I must say, I'm impressed.
Thank you, Chief.
Oh, and Chief? There were a lot of animals back at Komodo's estate. Most of them locked up. They were obtained illegally, most likely. Is there a way to return them to their original habitat after that investigation is finished?
I'll send some officers and see what I can do.
Thanks, Chief.
All right, if that's it, please write your report and then enjoy your evening.
Yes, sir. Hello, Chief. Want to chatter a bit?
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
The military.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Well, how was it? Came back as an honored war hero?
Not quite. I left in the middle of an ongoing operation.
You deserted?
I talked with some people. We had an agreement.
Why did you leave?
Saw some things. Did some stuff I'm not proud of.
What kind of things?
Maybe another time.
Oh, Chief, got him in?
I'm pretty busy, sorry. Please talk to Major Beldak.
Sure thing.
It's a nice day, huh?
It sure is.
I think sometimes you just have to rest for a while and take a deep breath. To let it all sink in, you know?
Stop it, Marsh!
This car seems familiar, doesn't it?
Of course it does. It belongs to Cole.
Are you sure about that? Could belong to anyone.
I am, believe me. We should tell Major Capetta about it. Cole is in the area.
Agreed. If it is him, he's close by.
Are you trying to kill us?
Major, a word, please. We got an important lead in our case.
What is it? Did you cause another mess I'm gonna have to explain away?
Nothing like that, sir. We have confirmed sightings of Travis Cole's car.
Sir, we want your permission to go after him directly.
Granted. If he's in the area, the public might be in danger. You go after him, I'll handle the media.
Thank you, sir. Doesn't look like I'll find the car here. Let's try another location. Doesn't look like I'll find the car here. Let's try another location. Doesn't look like I'll find the car here. Let's try another location. Nat, look. This is it.
Then he must be nearby. Maybe this is his hideout. Be careful.
Look who it is! The officers finally caught up! Took your sweet time!
Jig's up, Cole. You're going back to prison.
Shouldn't have shown up in town so often. For someone so smart, you've been surprisingly easy to catch.
I'm not in shackles yet, and I dare say I'll remain free today since you're still stuck with my minion. Instead of hunting me down, I suggest you get your own backyard in order first. After all, your associates aren't exactly saints either. Why don't you take a look at them?
What does he mean by that?
Don't let him get away! What a day.
And a lot of work to do.
Yes, of course. No! Ah!
Wait just a moment. Do you really want to go after him right now? All hot-headed and angry? That's a bad idea.
Then we'll go after the others.
Wait just a minute. What did Cole mean when he said to get our own backyard in order?
I don't think he meant our. He was looking straight at me. But I also don't know. My family is fine, aren't we? My dad and Grandpa did good for the community. Or does he know something more?
Forget about it. Don't let him put doubt in your head. Why should he know more anyway? I'm sure he's just teasing you.
Right. Then let's get back to the task at hand. We'll come for Cole sooner or later. The jig's up. But maybe you can save yourself by telling us about Travis. Where is he now?
Honestly, I was never one of his closest lackeys. This girl, Jillian, she called me to help him escape. I don't know where he might be, but be warned, he's clever. Very clever. When we first met, I tried to trick him and got my fingers burned. You better be prepared when you face him.
Fine. It was me who planned his escape. I owed it to him.
Did he force you to?
No, quite the contrary. We've been friends for years. I was still a girl when we first met. Didn't have my motorbike, nothing. But believe me when I tell you, I was fast as lightning on a normal bike. And he saw my potential. We spent a lot of time together in Apolloia City back in the day. And if there's one thing I can tell you about him, is that he has a good heart. Maybe you'll realize that when you meet him.
He was always a good customer, that Cole guy. I got to know him through a minion of mine. Don't know where he found him. Anyway, he always talked about a morally better world or something. Not all that interesting to me, but he promised me, let's say, free roam in his new world. And who am I to say no to a good deal? Anyway, you might want to check out the Maris Dam or Weeping Willow Ranch in the Gilree farming community. That's where we used to meet.
You know, Travis is not the only one who was wronged by the system. Not the only one wishing for a fresh start. My family, my friends, and not least myself are all victims of the current system.
Please stick to the topic and tell us about Travis.
I won't, because you are part of the problem. You allowed bribery to happen and justify it. You are part of the system that allowed racial profiling to be covered up. You are part of the demise of my family. You are part of the unlawful imprisonment of my friends. And this is all you'll ever be until you stand up for the people you vowed to keep safe.
We know where he's from. We know where he might be. But it's hard to tell what awaits us. On one hand, he seems to be quite powerful and ruthless. On the other, his motives might be genuine. We have to be careful.
I cannot express how proud I am of how far you two have come. With all his henchmen caught, it's only a matter of time before we get Travis Cole back as well.
We're not done yet. Better not count our chickens before they've hatched.
Just make sure you act quick enough now. Don't rest on your laurels. Cole is not in custody yet.
No need to worry. How much worse can he be than his comrades?
Don't take this lightly. And I'm not only talking about him, this is a high-profile case. The media are on us at all times now.
We'll handle the case properly. No need to worry, Major.
Whatever you do, please don't make a mess. If we don't do this right, the image of the whole PD will take a massive hit. We can't allow that.
Understood, sir.
Are you trying to kill us? There's an old car over there. Seems abandoned. That can't be a coincidence.
What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have? What do we have here? An unfinished note? What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? This is definitely a clue, but I think there's something missing.
Looks like it's only half a message. And what about those wires?
What if Cole uses them like tripwires, though there needs to be something attached?
Don't jinx it. We won't fall for his games.
There's a reported shootout in the area. 1 Tango 10. You are the closest to the location. Can you take...
Sorry, we can't take that.
Copy. I'll send another unit.
What a beautiful morning.
Nat, did I ever tell you about my father?
Maybe. I mean, everyone at the station knows him. A real hero of our department.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm afraid I'll never fill his shoes. Become the hero he was in his time.
You truly admire him, don't you?
Yes, he always was so stoic. Always knew how to tell right from wrong. Just how I imagine every cop should be.
But you know that no one is perfect. Even he must have some skeletons in his closet.
Probably. Don't know. For me, he's just an idol. The day he and my grandfather put a stop to that armed riot at the city hall, saving those politicians and everything. What a story, you know?
A story that is told even to this day. And probably many others, too. Looks like it'll be hard to get around here. Why not speed it up and use our drone instead?
So, Nat, what about that winter night when you woke up in the streetcar with torn clothes and no memory of how you got there?
Ah, yes. So I'm sitting in the streetcar, and some police officers appear. They see me and tell me to get off. They ask some questions because, well, I look like a robber, and there had been some robbery in the neighborhood.
No way. Natalie, what did you...
Nothing like that. Turns out, I just rolled down a hill or something, blacked out, got myself back up on my feet at some point, and carried on walking.
And the officers?
Took pity on me and drove me home. Which was really lucky because as I was getting out of their car, I noticed a severe pain in my leg.
You mean...
Yep. My leg was broken. No idea how I was able to walk all the way to the streetcar. Really could have died there that night, now that I think about it.
Oh, Natalie. Good thing you gave up alcohol.
We can read the message as a whole now. What does it say?
I know about you and your past. Meet me at St. James Cemetery to learn the truth. Travis Cole. It reads like an invitation. While we've been chasing Cole around the area, he's been waiting for us at St. James.
We better not keep him waiting any longer. If he wants to get caught, let's do him the favor. The license plate says TC, as in Travis Cole.
That's his car, right there. Looks like he really is waiting for us.
Pretty bold of him.
Could still be a trap. Remember the things we found on the way here? We better be careful.
What are you doing there?
Just double-checking that it's Cole's car. Imagine what Major Capetta will do to us if we're wrong here.
With the press on our heels? He'd probably behead us on the spot. What are you doing there?
Just double-checking that it's Cole's car. Imagine what Major Capetta will do to us if we're wrong here.
With the press on our heels? He'd probably behead us on the spot.
It's a nice day, huh?
It sure is.
And a lot of work to do.
Yes, of course. This is 1 Tango 10. We've located the fugitive Travis Cole and are about to attempt an arrest. We need reinforcements in case things don't go as planned.
This is dispatch. Understood, 1 Tango 10. Send me your location, and I'll have more units come your way.
We are at the St. James Church in Apaloya City. We're entering the churchyard and cemetery now.
Understood. Take care. Reinforcements are on their way.
See that? A tripwire. Don't step on.
Damn. And that's not the only one.
There you are. Took you long enough to get here.
For someone who was arrested for smuggling and money laundering, you're putting on quite the show. What is all this about?
You might not have noticed, but what you're accusing me of is the most harmless thing I've done.
Care to confess?
This might surprise you now. Yes, I'd like to confess a thing or two.
How come I don't think you're going to tell the truth?
Just you wait, officer. What I was doing is far greater than petty crimes. I was preparing for you, your PD, and the whole state to witness what has been in the shadows for too long. No. I need to show you all the sickness, the wrongdoing, and the corruption on which your precious state was built. And I'll start with you, Officer Marshall. Let's clear up the case that made your family famous.
What about it? They protected innocent lives that day. As do I every day.
And that's where you're wrong.
And you think you know more than I do. Where do you get that confidence?
Because, Officer Marshall, contrary to you, I was there to witness everything firsthand. I was at the City Hall that day, and there was no gang of anarchists, or whatever